educationally, you have what they call co-education, co-education schools, or you can also call it mixed schools. You also have purely boys schools. I also have purely girls schools, and each of these separation is based on specific reasons. So, but for you to say due to whatever facts or due to whatever thing that you want to separate boys and girls in the name of morality, I see it as something or a policy that is very, very extreme. It's an extreme policy, and whatever you want to prevent in terms of maybe morality, or forcing morality into these kids, it's not by this. Morality comes all the way from the home. So it is about the society. So when you don't have a society that is morally upright, no matter what you do, if you like separate, even if you like put these children in solitary confinement, I can also assure you that anything they want to do, that they will definitely find a way to go and do it.
For me, the government knows the reason why they are doing so. So I don't think there is the reason why the students are protesting. Probably from their own angle, they might have a reason for that, but I don't think there is anything. If there is a separate school for boys and there is a separate school for girls, I don't think it has any effect. For me, I attended all boys school and I'm doing very well, so I don't think, even at probably there is a kind of mixed up, like they want to mix up with each other. There are other places that they can go and meet themselves. So I think they have social places where they have all schools association where they can meet, and for me the government knows the best, so I think they should.
You don't have anything doing with them, because when you live in a environment, open area, that you can be able to exchange some things with each other, I don't think that the separation of them will have anything there. Rather it will bring swelling things more and more.
Yes, if you look at Bauchi State is a Muslim-dominated state. You understand? Maybe they just think, you understand, by their culture or religion, it is not right to be putting boys and girls in the same place, to be mixing. You understand? So for me, if you ask me, in my own opinion, you understand, to me, it's the right step forward in order to avoid some form of morality among young boys and young girls.
If you look at what the Commissioner of Education says, it's very true. All is channeled to corruption. When I was in secondary school, during my time, who be me to even talk to again? The Commissioner said the level of immorality, sexual immorality, is becoming unbearing. Students are taking unwanted pregnancy. They can't study every minute. You see boys and girls. The primary aim of coming to school was not there. So they are always together, boys and girls. This gives birth to corruption. A teacher cannot flog a student any longer. Me, if I begin to tell you, I was the first, in my secondary, I was the first person where they hold her like this. 12 stroke. I never forget that thing. I will never forget that thing. It makes me to be disciplined. You understand? That's discipline. A senior student can discipline junior one. What they are doing is not good. And they do. Now, even a primary school child or the private, they flog, mommy, this auntie flog me. That auntie will tie rapper to go and quarrel the teacher. To go and quarrel the uncle in the school. How do you think the teacher will discipline other one again? Leave that one. She's doing it for herself, for her parents. So this will keep on giving birth, you understand, in different form.
Yes, it's a right direction. If you see from the Islamic perspective, it is prohibited to combine a man and a woman, those that are matured. In nursery and primary school is right. You can put them in one school, but in a secondary school, right from the JSS1, they're supposed to separate them based on the Islamic perspective. Not even Islamic perspective, even if our tradition, our culture also prohibit for a man to stay with a woman whom is not his wife. So separating them is good, because many things, evil things are happening evil things are happening. So that is why the government of Bauchi State have produced that action to separate male student and female student in different school, and it is good. It is very, very good. It is a source of giving them a good moral behavior, upbringing and sound for them to be good ambassadors in the future. But allowing them to live in together, many things are happening. They know what is happening in their state. That is why they have come up with this idea.
The thing I discover is that the government themselves are the problem. They don't keep to their words. If government will try to keep to their words, there will be change in every setup. And most of them are not being faithful, are not being committed. If they are committed and faithful to the various positions, either Ministry of Education, Ministry of this or that, and they are effectively well handled, you will see the efficacy of change in the society. It will affect the masses, it will affect the student. Like the issue of, you hear about the issue of the strike matter here and there. So if there is, the government can put eye in education, out the issue of separating boys and girls from the school, it will not work. It will cause more harm and damages.
It doesn't make any sense. Let there be boys and girls, there will be competition. Some boys will not allow the ladies to win, to be ahead of them, and some girls will not allow the boys to win in the classroom. So let there be competition. In the olden days, things were going on smoothly. Both secondary school and institution, boys and girls, we study together. Even in abroad, we study together and everything moved perfect. Let them think of what to do, not to say separating boys and girls is the solution. That one is not a solution.
Separating boys from the girls is not the best for now, because they are people within the society. In a society, you find boys and girls. So, and this is a part of learning. Because when you finish your secondary, you still come outside the country and meet boys and girls. So why are you creating that kind of anomalies and discrimination? Even as they are saying, like in cases where the women say they want empowerment, they want to have their own separate offices. You see that this is just you are just saying as if you are making yourself lower than other classes, because you are in the society and whatever A knows, B knows it. So when you start creating that anomaly, then people will not be suspicious there's something going behind. You can even imagine those people that are in those schools that are purely women's school. You see that a lot of activity going on, something like lesbianism and all those things, because this is a society. The corruption we see in the society is just based on the general atmosphere, what they happen in general. It's not by separating them, because they're still going to come to the society where they will live freely with men and women. Why do you not start learning how to accommodate each other instead of separation?
Because today we live in a liberal world, we live in a world that is free, we live in a world that people are free to intermingle, and the aim is to share ideas. But the aim of even going to school, beyond learning, traditional learning, is also to share ideas. School is actually a place where you have a pollination of ideas. And so by the time you start separating people in the name of, you want to enforce morality, then I can tell you that it's not a good thing. And I won't blame those children who actually protested. It is within their rights to protest.
You said, like you said, psychologically, probably it might have an effect, probably. But me, I'm kind of seeing it from an angle whereby at least, like, the boys and the girls need to be in school so that they can kind of checkmate their reasoning, to know the kind of, like, to evaluate them together.
No, I went to the public school. So there is nothing that the boys and girls, okay, this seat is women, this one is for men. No, it's not done in that way. We sat the same hall and we learn. I don't think that there is anything that is, there is no any bad effect in there. Rather, you yourself have a bad thought concerning that. No.
It's not going to affect them. You understand? Socialization depends the way you define it. You understand? In some tradition or religion, socialization, you understand, they don't see mixing of boys and girls as socialization. They see it as a form of something that will bring immorality among the boys and girls. So socialization depends the way you put it. So in their own case, you understand, mixing boys and girls, maybe by dividing them, whether it will affect their social life, to them it's not going to be like that, because their own definition of socialization, they have to differentiate between boys and girls.
Socialization, let it, if it, that can bring a control measure to that sexual immorality, it's okay. In our time, we have even till now, we have girls girls college, we have boys college. Separate does not mean you don't go, you go to read what you want to read. But the relationship is just we are trying to copy the West. You understand? You know, it's okay. If that can solve the problem, what you are looking at is the problem, person who can solve the problem. You understand? As long as that policy does not frustrate order, it's okay. It's never a big thing. It did not say, come, Christian, have your own school. Muslim, have your own school. And that's the kind of policy that killed this country. Religion policy, tribalistic policy. But this one I say boys stay, girls stay. I mean that can, it's you want to experiment the idea. If it works, other states will begin to copy. Who have a student that want the student to be wayward? Instead of to go to school to arrange, he will be coming with a different thing. So, to me, I don't see anything bad.
So, for you now to come in a new method to separate boys and girls, for the sake of, I don't know whether, for the sake of kind of, to make things a new era or a new governmental something, it will not work. It will not bring a change. So, my advice is that they should not try that. They should just allow it to be the way it is.
It's the wrong steps. The area they should concentrate is the hostels, the security, the good enabling environment for the students and the teachers. Separate them in the class hostels, hostel accommodation, but in the classroom, let them be in one place to study together. Are you with me? Yes. That immorality is, I will blame the government of Nigeria. If they put all the enabling environment in order, everything intact, everybody will go his normal business.